Porto de Santos, the gateway to Brazil. We will now show the largest and most important port in Latin America, the Port of Santos. The Port of Santos started its activities in the early 16th century, operating with rudimentary structures until February 2, 1892, when the first 260 meters of quay were officially declared open. That simple harbor became Brazil's first organized port. Boosted by coffee exports, the Port of Santos grew rapidly with large and frequent expansions and witnessed all of the country's cycles of economic growth. Today, the Port of Santos handles cargo from all Brazilian states. Responding for over a quarter of the Brazilian trade balance, the port is the great exit for the agricultural and industrial production from São Paulo, the foremost Brazilian state, and from the states of Minas Gerais, Mato Grosso do Sul, and Goiás, which are part of its territory of primary influence. Combined, these states produce over half of the country's GDP. The port is the world's largest exporter of sugar and orange juice. Other relevant cargoes are coffee, soy, alcohol, automobiles, and manufactured products in general. Its main area of influence concentrates most of the agricultural production for export and the most important industrial centers in Brazil. Its modern road network and interconnected railway have their highlights on the Anchieta Imigrantes highway system, the São Paulo Ring, and the pipelines. For internal road traffic, the Port Perimetrical Avenue is already a reality. This new road system is fully configured to cope with the demands of the port. Accessibility studies were developed for Codesp so as to provide an accurate diagnosis for the current and future transportation needs for the expected increase in foreign trade. This broad set of accesses makes Santos a hub port with characteristics of a logistics platform served by all major regular shipping lines. The port allows transportation to any foreign location as well as the coastal domestic traffic within the country. With constant investment in technology, the Port of Santos infrastructure has doubled the amount of tonnage handled within the last decade. The port holds more than 60 berths along its 13 kilometers of quays, as well as multiple specialized terminals for general cargo, containers, solid, and liquid bulks. Port equipment, another highlight that includes modern ship loaders, unloaders, yard and quay cranes, gantry cranes, and high-capacity forklifts. In addition, a pipeline network over 55 kilometers long and a 100-kilometer internal railway system complete the infrastructure. In order to receive larger vessels and increase the port capacity, dredging the navigation channel to 15 meters deep and 220 meters wide have brought in significant cost savings, as well as a faster two-way ship flow in the channel. Deepening the channel marks the beginning of a new phase of development. By 2024, the port forecasts 250 million tons as peak demand of traffic. To meet such demand, projects already underway and others under evaluation will meet the needs for bulk cargo, containers, and general cargo expansion. Santos is the only Brazilian port that has its own power plant located in the city of Bertioga, responding for much of the electricity consumed in its operations. The The port also has its own drinking water supply system, as well as sewage collection and treatment. Among the environmental responsibilities, the port prevents, protects, and mitigates environmental impacts caused by operations, facilities, expansions, and infrastructural improvements. The port has increasingly invested in security. The technology within the access of people and vehicle system to the port areas under customs regulations, along with the skills of the port guard, ensure total security for facilities and port operations. Equipment with a high degree of sophistication was installed in 24 access gates and include cameras spread along the harbor to monitor the port facilities right from a control and communications center. The port operates continuously, around the clock, including weekends and holidays, ensuring the speed and efficiency of cargo handling. Besides being one of the major economic activities, the Port of Santos is the main employment generator in the Santos area, with emphasis on the cities of Santos, Guarujá, São Vicente, Praia Grande, and Cubatão, contributing to heat up the job market as well as regional development. Cruise shipping, another source of large revenues to the Santos area, is another major attraction. The port's passenger terminal has recorded an increasing annual turnover and has the goal of continuing to expand its results. That's why the port is investing in its expansion to meet the demand of the upcoming seasons. Committed to modernity, the port is in constant evolution, and with the completion of its expansion plans, will ensure its position as a hub port in Brazil. Port of Santos, the gateway to Brazil.